What's up, everybody? Sorry for the delay, but we're here to get started. Once again, you're on with the Black Comic Lords, and we are going to go through the top picks for the upcoming final order cutoff, which is tomorrow, actually, July 14th. These are the books that you can pre-order at your local comic shop, and by that final order cutoff date. And by doing so, you guarantee that you're going to get the book of your choice, the cover of your choice, etc. But more importantly, the pre-ordering of comic books is your vote, just like going to the ballot box every year. It's your vote to the publishers of those comics that you believe in that comic, you like the story, you like the character, you like the creator, and you want them to make sure that they invest in continuing to make comics like that. So when you say, you know what, that was a great bit of artwork by that artist, I'd like that artist to do more, pre-order that artist's comic. If you say the writing in that story is great, I'd like to have more work from that writer, pre-order that writer's comic. If you want to see a particular genre or character or book, pre-order the comic. That's your vote to the publishers that you as a consumer want more of that. If you wait until after the FOC date, you don't pre-order your books and you simply go to your LCS on new comic book day on Tuesday or Wednesday, you're supporting your local comic store, but you're not giving any type of credit to the creators that made it or giving your vote as to what that book is. But enough with my soapbox talk. I have a special guest with us today. This is a member of our space who's been here for some time. He's always been very active in the chat, always been very active in our space, and we're happy to have him. Mr. Bryant C-Bizzle Wilson. C-Bizzle.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm hanging in there.
I appreciate you joining me today.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So let's get into it. You're familiar with these books, right?
Yes, very familiar with several of these books. I pre-ordered them already, so several of these books are already on my list.
All right, let's take a look at them. Once again, as I tell you all the time when we do these videos, we like to use the League of Comic Book Geek or League of Comic Geeks website. You can go to that website, put in Black Comic Lords, and you'll pull up our selections for upcoming books. And we try to be as diligent as we can, updating it as much as possible so you know what's coming out and you can make your pre-order selection. So with that, let's check out the site.
All right. They have a
All
good
right,
app
so
too.
these are books that are coming up for FOC for tomorrow. These are books that are actually coming out on the week of August 16th. First book up is Exile number 6. Have you been following this series, man?
I haven't because strange enough, my LCS don't have any whatnot publishing. So I have another LCS that I go to. And I plan on picking those up because I had to get from issue 1 through 6. Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm a completionist. I got to complete everything.
Yes, it's actually a pretty good run. It's by Wesley Snipes, who puts himself on all the covers. You know, the covers are like the crazy thing about this series because there's usually like, I think the initial issue had 12 to 15 covers. And they're all like homages to various movies, usually in the action realm. As you can see here, he's got an homage here to Men in Black.
Yeah, that's the one I draw my attention to the most.
Yeah. And the basic story, the basic premise is that he's a cop, and the Earth is being invaded by aliens, and they're trying to initially repel the aliens, but he finds when he goes a little deeper, digs a little deeper, he says that he finds out that the story is a little more complex than a simple repelling the alien invader story. So it's been pretty good. This is actually the final issue number 6.
Oh, okay. So I definitely got to get 1 through 5.
We have some people in the chat. Frustrated Fan Sports Show. What's up, man? He's always been an avid supporter of what we do. Appreciate you, bro. Dion behind the scene. What's up, man? Derek says hi to you. C-Bizzle.
What's up? What's up, Derek?
All right. Next one. Icon versus Hardware, number 4.
I'm very familiar with this book. This is in my pull list every week. I make sure I get this. Every time I hear anything milestone, I get it.
What have you thought of this series so far?
I've enjoyed it. The artwork is I love the artwork in it. I love the story. I love the storyline. Uh, the, now Vandal Savage. I'm familiar with that villain. Because I have collected some DC books in the past. I still collect some now, and I really like him. I really like how they battle against him, and I want to. That's why I can't wait to get this book. I'm a little behind on my reading. I think I read issue one and two. I just got to read issue 3, then I'll be fully caught up.
Yeah, this has been a great series.
Yeah.
It has not disappointed at all. The only
Mhm.
thing that I think that has kept this series from blowing up the internet is the fact that it's been delayed. It's been kind of a unfortunate problem with a lot of the milestone books. We're usually very excited to see them, but there have been some delays that have kind of died down the hype, so to speak, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this is a fantastic series. It comes with my highest recommendation. The basic premise of the storyline of Hardware going back in time and changing what has happened in the past
Correct.
to make a new future.
That
The
futuristic
last issue in
city,
particular was crazy.
that futuristic city that he was living in looked amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't speak highly enough about this book.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Icon versus Hardware.
Yes.
And some of those covers have been crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Homage covers. Did you get any of
Yeah.
those?
No. Once again, this is why y'all need to listen to Paul when he says you need to pre-order. You need to pre-order these covers because some LCS will not carry them at all.
You're not going to find them.
You're not going to find them, and then you got to get them on the secondary market, and you're going to pay 5 times, almost 10 times more than the cover price.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. This particular book has, I believe, let me check. I believe it has 2 other. Yeah, this book has 2 other variant covers. If you go on the Black Comic Lords Facebook page, you'll see someone drop them. I think it was either yesterday or today. The first cover B is by Edwin Gallman, who's in our space. Shout out to Edwin Gallman, great artist. Though there's a 1 in 25 variant done by Sean Damian Hill, who's also in our space. Great, fantastic artist, one of the hottest artists out there right now. I know I think I've pre-ordered these other covers, but yeah. I mean, the fact that we are literally the day before FOC and they still haven't dropped the covers in the general public yet means these covers are probably going to be very low print run.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A lot of people aren't going to pre-order them because they haven't seen the covers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big mistake. Both of these covers are fire. I would make sure that if you're interested, you tell your LCS to order these books for you, because they will not simply be on the shelves when you went to go see them. Next up, Invincible Iron Man Annual number 1. And what is significant about this issue?
Fight against Storm.
Well, he's fighting against Storm.
Yes.
I mean, the solicit reads this: Iron Man versus Storm. When the forces of chaos move upon our heroes, the past, present, and future come crashing in on them, and only one can emerge victorious. The might of human ingenuity versus the power of the natural universe. Iron Man battling Storm is a clash of titans you won't want to miss.
Exactly. Look, yes.
I don't see how Iron Man can take Storm, honestly.
No.
Particularly, Storm's been getting her power boost lately with her mystical side now being explored. Iron Man can't really do a whole lot with mysticism. I just hope this is the true battle, and this isn't one of those hey, we had a miscommunication and I throw a lightning bolt at you and I shoot a repulsor at you and hey, let's talk this out.
That's what I'm hoping it's not. I want to be a all out drag out battle.
I want an all out drag out battle too.
Yeah,
This better last more than a page or two.
exactly. I want splash pages of them fighting.
Marvel better not let us down on this. There's a second cover too.
That's a
This is
beautiful
called the
cover.
Massafera variant. It's
Yeah,
also a very nice cover.
that's a very beautiful cover.
Next we've got King Spawn number 25.
Now you know they have so as Spawn universe. You have King Spawn,
Mhm.
Gunslinger Spawn, Scorch, and regular Spawn.
Right.
I'm only collecting King Spawn. I love King Spawn. I've been collecting it since the first issue. I highly
I've heard a lot of
recommend it.
people say the same thing, that they consider this the best Spawn run.
That is the best one to me, bar none.
In this one, he's supposed to be going to helping the homeless population in New York.
Yeah,
Is the basic story.
yeah.
All
And
right.
it's still
Next up,
and it's still $2.99.
and
So
still $2.99.
still $2.99.
Todd McFarlane is not trying to steal money out your pockets.
Nope.
He puts out a quality book. This is the longest running black superhero comic of all time is Spawn.
Yes.
That's truly incredible.
And the
He's
page
truly,
and the paper they use for the covers is still cardstock, and it's still
Mhm.
$2.99. So that alone is just amazing.
McFarlane's, to say what you will about Todd McFarlane, he's doing it for the culture.
Exactly.
Marvel Voices X-Men. This book just flew under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one was checking for this book.
No.
I will point out that there are 3 different covers for this book. I'm not even going to show them because this is the cover.
That's the cover you need to get.
Why is this the cover? Because of my McDuffie rule.
Mm-hmm.
When I see 3 black superheroes on the cover of a book, I have to, by law, my law, internal law, buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the rarity it was finding 3 black superheroes on a mainstream book, on a mainstream
Exactly.
comic. And you've got Sunspot, Bishop, and Storm here.
The fact
And
that you have
thanks,
3 black
the art is
characters,
dope.
3 X-Men characters,
Huh?
and the fact that you have 3 black X-Men characters alone.
3 black X-Men. That's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
You know, the X titles, the X offices ain't really all that hard about putting, 3
No.
black people, 3 black X-Men on the same team.
Exactly.
So the cover in itself speaks volumes.
Yeah.
I'm not certain what this is about. It's an anthology series, all new
Mhm.
stories celebrating Marvel's Mighty Mutants, from the exhilarating days of Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters to the current halcyon days of Krakoa. These stories span the gamut of the X-Men's history, delving into the past of some of your favorite X-Men, as well as looking towards their future. With an exciting lineup of fan favorite creators and fresh new talent, you want to miss out on this issue.
Now, if you think about it, they showing X-Men, they showing like the struggles of X-Men. And then on the cover, they did not put Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey. They put Bishop, Storm, Sunspot. I mean,
that's a good point. That's a good point.
They could easily put the mainstays, the up front team, the first team or the second team, but they decided to put in,
Yeah, I mean, Marvel Voices as a series has always focused on putting forth more marginalized peoples, whether it be
Correct.
they have a book for blacks, they had a book for Asian Southeast Pacific Islanders, a book for the LGBTQ community.
Correct.
They're always focusing on marginalized community, and you see the cover here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're all people from those communities.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is
a
nice culmination book for them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on. This is a new book, actually, The Sirens of the City #2. Issue #1 actually just came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. I haven't even read it yet, but I stopped at my LCS today and got this variant.
Ooh, the foil variant.
The foil variant for issue #1.
That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't overpriced either.
I haven't picked up my books yet, but I am going up there tomorrow during my lunch break, so I will have them by noon tomorrow.
I can read the solicit. A lot of people have been talking about this book.
Mm-hmm.
As the mysterious truth of Rome and his connection to Layla's pregnancy are revealed, even the relative safety of friends and newfound shelter won't be enough to protect her from the implications of what she carries. But being a siren comes with its share of power, and Layla wouldn't dare let that go to waste while in dire straits. Well, she's got some type of superpowers.
Yes, and I want to give a shout out to Boom Studios. If you think back, they had Eve, Dark Blood. I mean, they have people of color comic books that if you don't know what books to get if you're a person of color, go to Boom Studios. They got a ton of them, and some of them are great stories.
Has Boom put out any bad books?
I can't think of any, to be
They
honest.
don't.
I can't
They
I
don't.
can't think of any.
Boom's like Boom Studios. Tamiko says, "Yeah, Boom Studios is awesome." Boom
Hmm.
has straight up been killing the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Frustrated said,
I,
Boom is killing it all over with black characters. They
I
consistently do good quality work.
I wish more people talk about Boom Studios
Yeah,
because they missing out on some great titles.
yeah, they have not been sleeping at the game at all. Check out
Mm-mm.
these other covers they got. There's 3 other covers.
Hmm. I like the
Dig
cover.
these, man.
Love the cover B.
Yeah, yeah,
Got the old Kango on.
straight up from LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That 1 in 10 incentive. That's
One in
nice
ten
too.
looks good. It's a beautiful cover. That's
Yeah,
oh, it's by Dan Mora,
yeah,
who does Batman.
yeah, yes. One of my favorite artists in
Yeah,
DC.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's one of DC's best artists.
yes, hands down. I agree.
And this incentive, this 1 in 25 incentive, is by
Yeah.
Infante.
Now I wonder, is that one the 1 in 25? Is that like Blacklight?
That's a good question.
Because DC has been putting out uh, Blacklight covers as well. I
Right?
wonder because they got the same colors with the green
Yeah,
and the pink. So I'm gonna have to check
that'd be
that out on
dope
my
if it
LCS.
was.
Yeah,
All right, so check out Sirens of the City. If anyone reads it, let us know what you think of the book.
please do.
This other book, Sunshine Patriots,
Hmm.
has a black lead in it. You know, he's one
Okay.
half of this duo of detectives. This is set back in the 1920s, I think it is.
Hmm.
These guys are a group of detectives solving crimes. And back then, let me read the solicit. It's by Howard Chaykin,
Okay.
famous Howard Chaykin. You can tell by the art style. He's a very unique art style. These guys are former Rough Riders from Teddy Roosevelt. As the former Rough Riders navigate the dangerous world of Hollywood, facing off against mobsters and uncovering secrets, Chaykin's masterful storytelling keeps readers hooked until the very end. With action, intrigue, and unexpected twist at every turn, Sunshine Patriots #2 is a must-read for fans of westerns and Hollywood history. Don't miss out on the epic conclusion to this captivating series that will leave you eagerly turning the pages till the very last panel. So it's only a 2-issue series.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And it's from Fair
yeah,
Square Comics. I've never heard of that publisher, but this book might be one of the books I put on my hunt.
yeah. I'm gonna need somebody to let me know how that is. I might
Yeah,
have to very least buy the first issue and see how it is.
yeah,
It's only a 2-issue
absolutely.
run, so
Yeah,
fair investment. Next up,
exactly.
Stranger Comics. Shout out to Sebastian Jones and Stranger Comics issue #3. I'm so happy for them getting onto Diamond, so their books can just go into LCSs all over the country, all over the world now.
Hmm.
Um, that's truly a way to get yourselves out there. Um, I think it's
This
Stranger
book's
Comics, Advent Comics, um, the guys from Shook, Second Sight.
mhm.
They're all managed to get some diamond deals, so I'm real happy for all those guys. Godhood Comics too. Good
this
time, good time.
this book looks very interesting. I've never heard of it, but I was going through because I'm always on League of Comic Geeks, and
Yeah,
I saw the cover alone. Like I'm into fantasy, so I never heard of the title. So now I have to go find issues 1 and 2, and then I'll put this on my pull.
You will never find a comic series that has better covers than anything by Stranger Comics. These
Nice.
people have
There's some
the most
beautiful
incredible
covers.
covers for all their comics. Beautiful artwork. Here's the Jay Lee cover, cover B.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous cover.
Next up we got Walking Dead Deluxe. I know there's a lot of Walking Dead fans in here. Um, a number, it's like 3 or 4 different black characters in this book. Always
Hmm.
consistently great. Shout out to Robert Kirkman.
Yeah, I got the
This is a
trade
strange.
paperbacks.
Say again.
Cause I clicked the trade paperbacks
Yeah,
of The
yeah.
Walking Dead.
I think the first omnibus I ever bought was Walking Dead.
Nice.
Um, this next one, What If Dark Moon Night, number 1.
Yes,
Um, I put this on here because I don't know. I've been a
it's a good
fan of
title.
new, huh?
It's a good title.
Well,
Uh,
the Moon Knight title by Jed McKay is really good.
yeah, really
The
good.
issue that came out this week, issue 25, introduced the new Scarlet Scarab.
Hmm.
They didn't really
And
go a
it's
whole lot into her background, but she
nope.
is highly melanated with really curly black hair, so I'm claiming her as black. I don't care what y'all.
Yes, I agree.
Mama named her Clay. I'm gonna call her Clay. She's black. Um, so this issue introduces is a what if Mark Spector did not become Moon Knight and this woman became whose name is Luminary. I
Hmm.
think her name is. I think it's in the solicit. Her name is Luminary, and she becomes Moon Knight instead.
Oh,
And that's her. I don't know why, but I'm gonna roll the dice and say
I'm
maybe
gonna
she's.
check it out. I might
I'm
even
gonna
get that David Mack cover.
this the second one right here, right? It's a 1 in
Yeah,
50 variant.
yeah. I might try to see because my LCS normally when they have ratios, it's normally below it. So this might be like a $35 book,
Right,
which I'm happy about.
right. Next, let's see. What do you guys? Gordon says, if you are a fantasy fan, Stranger Comics titles are good and worth checking out.
Nice. I'm
Okay.
definitely gonna check them out.
And Tamiko says, the art in Stranger Comics is the truth.
Nice.
Frustrated. I ordered the first. The Dark Moon Knight has a new black female. I ordered the first. All right. Well, I mean, look, don't hold me accountable if she's not, but I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing it out there. I put my
I ain't
money where
blame
my
you.
mouth is. I think I pre-ordered that issue too.
Yeah.
X-Men Red, one of the best Marvel comics on the
Yes.
shelves,
Yes.
is X-Men Red.
Yes. A lot of people are hating on X-Men in general, say the books are not good. I'm the first one to tell them, I say, well, you need to be reading X-Men Red. That title is
Well,
one of
I
my
mean,
favorite
I
X-Men
honestly agree
titles.
with them. A lot of the X-Men books are quite frankly just subpar.
Oh
But
yeah,
X-Men Red
I
has
agree.
been consistently good from jump.
Yes. Since issue 1.
Since issue 1. It's really been a continuation of the Sword series, which was also
Yes.
a dope series.
Correct.
Shout out to Al Ewing, who
Hmm.
is just a GOAT writer. I love this
Hmm.
guy. I mean,
Yes.
he writes anything, I just buy it.
Yes.
Just buy it. Al
you
Ewing
you have to,
doesn't do
yeah.
doesn't do any bad books, man.
Yes. And
Um,
this title is they have an event. The X-Men gonna be having an event called the Fall of X, and
yeah,
this was the title that is introduction of that event. So if you want to know more what's gonna happen with the mutants of Krakoa, this will be the book to get.
yeah, yeah. The solicit says after the fall, as the Brotherhood reels from the cataclysmic events of the Hellfire Gala, Genesis takes advantage of the chaos and declares war.
Hmm.
Two vast mutant armies clash, and Arako's idols fall. But this is only the beginning of a conflict that will remake the Red Planet and whatever happened to Iska the Unbeaten. So we're gonna have Storm,
Hmm.
Iska the Unbeaten, and Genesis in the same book.
Yep, this is gonna be so epic.
In
This is gonna
addition to
be epic.
Sunspot,
Yes, yes.
McDuffie rule kicks in again.
That 1 in 25 Adolfo cover is just like
Oh, I didn't even show the other two covers. My bad. So
I
here's the 1 in 25
yes,
Adolfo with Storm on the cover.
yes. I'm
But
a
check
sucker
out
for
my
a storm
man,
cover.
Sunspot.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, for
That is
those who have
nice.
not been paying attention, Sunspot has been getting lighter and lighter and lighter skinned for the last few years.
Yeah.
I even sent a tweet to Stefano Caselli saying,
Mm-hmm.
look, you're one of the best artists in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that you suddenly can't draw Sunspot the way he's supposed to look?
Exactly.
He's had melanin since day one. That's the
Look at New
whole
Mutants.
part
Yes.
of his origin
Yes.
is the fact that he is black
Yes.
and experienced racism as a result.
Exactly. They getting double whammy. Mutants and being African American.
Correct.
Yes.
Or Brazilian, Afro-Brazilian.
Afro-Brazilian.
But when's the last time you saw a Sunspot cover? Like all
No,
Sunspot?
no, because every time he's always teamed up with somebody from the New Mutants. So
Right.
this is the first.
Right. I
Yeah.
think this might be a first. I don't
Yes.
recall ever seeing a cover with just Sunspot on it.
Mm-mm. I can't even tell you.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
He's been around for a long time and he's crazy
Yeah.
powerful. Like they don't even use Sunspot powers right.
And look
Dude's
how they
invulnerable.
labeled it. Look how they labeled it. They call it the Marvel Icon variant.
Yeah, he's an
Like,
icon.
He's an icon. So
Nice to see him get his props.
yeah. Yeah. That's a
See
beautiful
some of the
cover.
people here saying.
Like I said, I'm a sucker for storm covers. I got so many of them. I'm actually gonna put them on my wall and call it the wall of storm. I got 2 of them up right now. No, I got 3 of them up not right now. So
Frustrated said anything that doesn't focus on Storm has been boring.
that's
kind of facts.
That's kind of facts. I can't even argue with you. Immortal X-Men when she's in there. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Yeah.
Tamiko says, I do X-Men Red, Immortal X-Men, and the crossover events. Also get the Hellfire Gala. And everything she just mentioned has Storm in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
She said those are the Marvel icon covers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are our pre-order list.
It's a great list.
That's our pre-order list. And why is it important to get your pre-orders? I'm going to keep hammering this home.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've had a lot of new people join our space.
Mm-hmm.
And I've, seen a lot of comments where people who are new to the space and quite frankly, aren't even all that into comics, asking questions like, how do I get into comics?
Mm-hmm.
How does it work? And so that's why I decided, it's really important that we try to do these shows more regularly.
Yes.
But don't take it from me, take it from the expert.
Copies of Monica Rambeau Photon and nobody buys it, they eat that money. And your local comic shop is, the margins are very thin, right? Times are hard for everybody. And so a bunch of Batman and you know that every month people are going to come in and buy Batman. It's often characters of color, new characters, lesser known characters where they're like, I don't know, this could be good, but if I put this on my shelves and people don't buy it, I lose money. And I'm sympathetic to that. That's a real assessment that they have to make. So the way that we avoid that is you go in and you pre-order. So Paul goes in 3 months before the comic set comes out and says, hello, I would like to pre-order Monica Rambeau Photon #1. I'm not going to wait till it comes out. I'm telling you now that I want it. And at that point, they're like, okay, let me go ahead and order this. And in the comics world, that is the sale that counts. By the time you come into a store and purchase a comic book, that sale does not count. I know it is ridiculous. It is very silly. That is the way it is. The sale that counts is when the store orders it from the distributor. That is what they are counting. And so what that means is that when you go in and you pre-order things, it actually gives that store confidence. Like, okay, Paul said Paul's going to be back and spend his $5 on this book. So we're good. If we order this one, we know it's going to sell and we can pay our rent. We're not going to be eating this cost this month. The best thing to do is your subscription or your pull list, where you go in and you say, I want you to put these in every month for me, right? And then they will set that aside in a box.
Message.
Listen, I was there on that show watching it, and yes, yes, I did pre-order this one. I pre-ordered her this one,
Scotty Young, yeah.
the Scotty Young. This
That's
this
the one
cover.
right there.
This one is just gorgeous.
Raza.
The Razas, and then I also got the design variant. So yes, I
Sure.
pre-ordered all of those. I wanted to make sure I support Dr. Ewing, and yes, please pre-order.
It's really essential, everyone.
Yes.
Particularly when you have the Black comic creators as well. If you want to support them and help them to get more jobs, that's the way you do it. That's how you ensure that they get an invite to do some more books for us. That's why we press it so hard. But listen, it's been a fun time.
Oh yeah, I had a great time.
I hope you come back and join us some other time.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
All right. So until next time, which will probably be next week, we'll see you then. I have another show tomorrow. Check us out, Wakanda Whiskey and Blurredom. I might run a little late because I actually have to go out of town, so I'll probably be doing it from a hotel room, which means that means I got to take a bottle with me or something. I gotta work that out because I'm not gonna have my normal stash. I'm gonna have to travel with a bottle or something so I can have proper gear for my happy
beverage. Yes.
But hey, it's been a pleasure having you, C-Bizzle.
I love it. Yeah, I had a great time here.
All right, until next time, everyone. As Tamiko says, don't spend all your rent money on comics.